high-ranking government official wants to offer his suggestions to both chambers of Congress regarding the move to change the economic provisions of the sacred Constitution. For the said official, simply focusing on these will not completely usher in the necessary changes that would bring about true progress, which all Filipinos will benefit from. What those suggestions are, Melalas Mores reveals in this report.
Presidential Advisor for Poverty Alleviation Secretary Larry Gadon personally went to the House of Representatives today to submit a letter containing his 8-point recommendation for charter change. His main goal, to amend certain political provisions of the Constitution to fully realize the country's further growth and development. He also submitted a similar letter to the Senate. Among his recommendations is to extend the term of local officials, including congressmen, governors, vice governors, board members, mayors, vice mayors, and councilors to 6 years, in uniformity with the president's, vice president, and senators' tenure of service or term limits. He emphasized this would cut costs and help the government save given the huge amount it spends on the rather frequent electoral exercises in the country. He added it would be better to synchronize all these elections so the funds which will be saved could be used for more important projects such as in the health, education, and agriculture sectors.
Every 3 years nagkakaroon tayo ng national elections. Napakalaking gastos niyan. Umaabot ng 10 to 12 billion pesos. Yung gastos pa lang ng COMELEC. Alam nyo ba yung 12 billion pesos na yan? That is already enough or sufficient to modernize our post-harvest facilities para gumanda yung ating agrikultura, ma-improve yung ating rice production.
In addition, Gadon is also pushing to double the number of senators from the current 24 to 48, and he also aims to transition from a presidential to a parliamentary form of government. Meanwhile, these are his other suggestions.
Ito ay walang kinalaman sa aking posisyon as Secretary and Presidential Advisor for Poverty Alleviation. Ganun pa man, ay may connection din ito sa aking adikain sa poverty alleviation sapagkat paano mo matutulungan ang ating mga taong bayan na makaahon kung ang ating political situation ay ganito pa rin. Every 3 years, ang laki-laki ng pondong nawawala, nasasayang.
Earlier, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. emphasized he only wants some economic provisions of the Constitution to be revised. However, Gadon mentioned he will also talk to the President and hopes for a positive outcome.
Kasi wala pang nagsusulong ng political provisions. Pero ngayon, na ito, I'm trying to be citizen, as a Filipino citizen, karapatan ko na magsalita para sa ikabubuti ng ating bansa. It is my political right and under the freedom of expression, it is also my right to suggest. And I'm sure that some minds will be open on these suggestions.
The House of Representatives, for its part, has yet to release a statement on this development. But for the Senate,
at the moment, there's no resolution that includes yung political changes sa ating Constitution. So, hindi ko alam kung pwede naming talakayin. Wala naman siya dun sa RBH6 na tinatakal ng committee. Sa akin naman siguro magandang pag-usapan pa din, 'di ba? Kasi based din sa mga previous hearings, well, as a senator, ang dami kong natututunan.
Alam mo naman ako, hindi ako in favor of chacha eh. Kasi okay naman tayo. Pero huwag na tayo nag-aaway.